Hi travelers, and welcome to February 2022. Can you guys believe it? And do you know that in 3 weeks we will be in March? We're already in the first week of February, and in 3 weeks we will be in the month of March. So already we're going into the third month of 2022. I don't know about you, but time seems to be zooming by. This is going to be a Ask the Cards Oracle card reading. I know that some of you liked the reading and some of you didn't, but I got more yeses that I liked it than I got no's, so I just thought I'd go ahead and do one for you today. You guys haven't heard from me in a while. I am about to start working on the March readings to be posted here to the channel, as well as the, what do you call it, to the to the website. And I've got a couple of more articles in the pipeline for the website. Now, I'm testing out a new notification system. It used to be several years back that when you made a new post or whatever, the WordPress server would automatically notify anybody who was subscribed. But then when they updated it and changed it, they got rid of that. So now you have to find plugins that do notification. And the one that I'm testing out now, you know, I'm not a dumb person, but it's really kind of complicated. And so I'm not sure if you guys got notified of the moon reading or not. And even if you did, you might have gotten notified like 3 times. Okay, and if so, I apologize for that. So I'm going to contact the developer and ask him to please explain to me how it works. I've watched the video, I've read the documentation, and I'm missing something. I don't know what that is, but I'm missing something. So just kind of bear with me on that. I will also be publishing a newsletter. Normally I bring it out on Thursdays. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it tomorrow due to weather that we're having here. You'll have to pardon my dirty band-aids, but the past couple of days I've been out moving plants, protecting plants, and took some clippings off of a few plants because, you know, if I do lose it to the cold, then I haven't lost the entire plant. And so after I finish this, I've got to get back out and cover my purple fountain grasses because they don't do well in cold weather, and I don't have time to start all over again from seed. I just don't. So if that is the case, then the newsletter may come out on the weekend. Okay, and if you have not subscribed to my free newsletter, you can do so by going to the up on my channel art. There you'll see the Substack link. I think I should put it, I don't think I have it in the about box section, and I need to put it there. But you simply click on that and you can register for the free newsletter, and it does come out once a week. So with that being said, for those of you who've never seen the Ask the Cards, or you don't remember, what it is it's 5 oracle decks, okay? And you get an opportunity to pose one question, all right? It doesn't matter what the question is about. And, you know, you will probably get an answer from one of these 5 oracle decks. Some of you may, some of you may not. You know, it's general. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show you the decks. You will be working with the Heart Oracle Tarot, the Psychic Oracle Tarot, the Golden Nostradamus, my guy, the Angel Answers, oh, there you go, and then the Romance Angels, okay? So let me pull all the books aside, and what I'm going to do is shuffle each deck. Well, you don't get to pose like one question. You can put, I'm going to change it. You get to pose a question to each deck, okay? Let's change it and do that. So let me put these in order. So we will start first with the Heart Oracle Tarot, okay? I'm sorry, Heart Oracle deck. So let me go ahead and try to shuffle these. Go ahead and formulate your question. You can ask different questions to each, you know, a different question, one question to each deck. You can ask the same question over and over, you know, however it works for you. I hope everyone is well. We've been all freaked out here in Texas because we're not sure if we were going to lose power again like last year. So, You know, it's hard to tell. All right. I hope you're ready with your question. It is the 5 of, I want to say that's a Wands card. Let me make sure. It's red. And usually the red cards, yes, it is a Pentacles. I'm sorry. Oh Lord, and I can't see anything. Let me turn on my lights. I'm just, I don't know why. Cat, can you go away and be a nice kitty? I need you to be a nice kitty. And don't knock my plant over again. All right, that's better. Here we go. So the card is the 5 of Pentacles. The title of the card is Feeling Alone. And I think this is interesting imagery. What you see is someone standing on a rock holding a lantern. But they're looking across this, I don't know, I would say it was a verdant field. Water, which means you can grow things and life is there. At this, where is it? Right there. Hut or structure. And there's a light on there. Okay. And it's kind of down in a valley. And there's the moon behind her, over the mountain. Can you see it? Right there. Where is it? Right there. So because the moon has shown up, let me take a look and see what's happening with the moon. Okay. First quarter. Our full moon will be on the 16th. So we just had our new moon about 3 days ago on the 31st. And that moon was in Aquarius. And then the full moon will be in the sign of Leo. Okay. And so I think for some of you, the moon may have something to do with this. So here we go. True love and emotional support may seem lacking at this time. This card suggests a period of feeling lonely or abandoned. You may think that no one understands you or your needs or even cares about you. Perhaps someone you turn to for support has deserted you, or a hope for love has rejected you. Your insecurities may rise to the surface to overwhelm you at this time. All that you desire may seem unattainable. Do not allow your confidence to be shaken. There are lessons in everything, and know that this difficult period is only temporary. Your spirit guides and the divine support you. Talk with them about how you are feeling and what you need right now, but also seek the support of those friends and family who are there for you. Help is at hand. You just don't see it. Be careful because depression can feed upon itself. Lift yourself out of it by doing something physical, taking a walk, exercising, singing, or even volunteering your time. You will feel better, and in doing so, will attract happiness into your life. And that's what I always tell you guys about the Pentacles. The Pentacles are not just about finances. They're about the doing of things, right? It represents the physical, the third dimensional plane. And because it's a 5, it speaks to ups and downs and changes. With the moon, it could be that, you know, you are having emotional ups and downs, highs and lows. Do talk to someone, whether it's a friend, a close friend, or family member. If not, you know, you don't have those people in your life, then, you know, pick up a phone and try to find some counseling. Talk to someone and let someone know how you are feeling, okay, so that you can get a bit of feedback and know that you are not alone. All right, many people are feeling out of sorts right now. It's just that weird kind of an energy, and I don't know if you guys feel it, but it's just a weird type of energy. And I think because everything has pretty much moved online, we're more isolated. We're lacking that social connection that we need face to face and being with people. So, you know, reach out to someone and talk to someone, okay? You are not alone. Now, next question. This is the Psychic Oracle Tarot. It's looking kind of ugly outside. Tonight's supposed to be the coldest. You know what? I had another plumbing issue. This is the 4th one I've had in this house. And I've got to get my whole house replumbed. And I'm looking at 10 grand. And I don't think I got enough kidneys to sell to get that done, but I'm going to have to figure it out. I don't know why that came out like that, but it did. I think because I was looking outside and it's going to be 28, and I'm hoping that my pipes will survive the next couple of nights and not break. So we shall see. All right. I'm going to have to borrow some kidneys to sell. So, all right. You know, 10 grand is not really, in the grand scheme of things, a lot of money, but to me it's like $1 million. So, all right, here we go. The Psychic Oracle Tarot. Oh, wow. It is a major arcana. It is the Transformation card, number 13, or its association is Death. The Death card. Okay, Transformation. Now she's got these, it looks like fairy wings behind her, and she's clasping, it looks like a head, like she's emerging out of this thing. I just find it odd that the head is so big, but we shall see. Okay, Psychic Oracle Tarot, number 13, a major arcana card. So if this answers your question once I read it, then what this is telling you is that there's a major change coming, and so you need to be ready. A time of endings is close at hand. Do not resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength, as the Transformation card asks you to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes. An opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could ever have imagined. We cannot live in the past. It is time to move on. And in order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied up? Are there people in my life whom I need to express myself to? And what needs to be completed so that I can have a fresh start? If you do so, you will have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await you. I think for me, the most prime example of the Death card, because I garden a lot, is watching the plants go through the seasons. If I'm starting out with little bitty seedlings, or if I'm starting out from actual seeds or transplants, there is a transformation that occurs. It goes from the seed stage to the seedling stage to the junior seedling, and then it starts to sprout and to flourish. If it has flowers, then the time of blooming. Some bloom in the early spring, some bloom in the early summer, some bloom in the fall. Some produce flowers even in the winter. And so as one thing comes up and another thing goes down, that really is the cycle. And sometimes I have to go outside and dig something up that didn't do well. Maybe it died, but I get an opportunity to plant something else in its place. And so this is about observation. It is about understanding that nothing is permanent and that change can be good for you. All right. Change is often scary because there's that unknown factor, right? And we're resistant to it. And our ego tells us that things are fine just the way that it is, when we can be miserable, unhappy, or stuck, or just not feeling that spark of joy in our lives anymore. And so change can be good for you. And sometimes, I have that saying, sometimes you have to feel the fear, but do it anyway. And so if there's something in your life that is coming to a close and you're resisting it, let it go, make peace with it and let it go, so that you can be open to receiving something new. The universe will always replace something in your life when another thing has gone away. Trust me, this works. Okay, I hope that helps. All right, next question. We're going to be going with my boyfriend, Nostradamus, the golden Nostradamus card. All right, going to put one rifle on here, and we will see what he has to say. Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Sun, number 23. Okay. Let's see what he has to say. It is the Sun. The wise enjoy their just rewards. The fool wants more than he can afford. Success will shine down upon you. You will be given some power and kissed by good fortune, but only as a consequence of your integrity, honesty, and commitment. Now, two things. This could be the idea that maybe, you put in for a promotion, or maybe you're trying to graduate, and get a job, okay? And that whole idea about, you're going to be given some power, that success will come to you if you remain, if you have integrity and you're honest and you maintain the commitment. But on a personal level, success is a personal thing. For some people, it could be being able to afford, a $3 million home. For other people, it could be, you got all your kids through college and they're all healthy and okay and doing well. You know what I mean? So success is something personal. But I think on a more individually personal level, having integrity, honesty, and commitment, those things apply to yourself. Do not enter into situations that will compromise your integrity. Be honest with yourself about how you feel, what you think, what your abilities are, and then be committed to staying the course to whatever it is that you're trying to do for yourself. Be committed to yourself. Okay? Hope that helps. Now, angel answer cards. Formulate your question. These cards just do not shuffle right. I think they're the paper is so cheap. If they were just a gram or two heavier, they would really be awesome to work with. They're really difficult. All right. Be assertive. Now, to me, that's an interesting card. You see this thing that she's holding in her hand. Sometimes to me that it looks like a key. All right. So the key to whatever the issue is that may be vexing you is to be assertive. Sometimes we don't speak up for ourselves or stand up for ourselves or ask for whatever it is that we need or that we want. But that's the key, is to be assertive. You can be assertive without being a bitch or being a knucklehead, right? You can be assertive. It's about knowing how to ask for things. But it's a mask. So this is like, take off the mask of, nicety, not wanting to rock the boat, whatever the question may be, and show your true energy, your true spirit, to ask for the things that you want and you need and not feel guilty about it. Here is the interpretation. If I can find it, hold on. It's alphabetized. So, is it? Oh, wrong book. That's why. I had them out of order. Okay, here we go. Be assertive. This situation calls for you to take matters into your own hands. You must get clear on your personal feelings and then pursue the fulfillment of your desires with courage and self-confidence. Ask for what you need without watering down your request in order to satisfy others. Sometimes we do that, particularly as women. Remember that seeing to your own needs is nothing to apologize for. Set boundaries with those around you in order to create a safe and fair environment. Tailor your actions so that you earn the respect from others that you deserve, and then move forward. So that tailor your action is what I was saying. You don't have to be snarky about it. You know, just say, hey, that doesn't work for me. This is what I need. Or this is what I'm trying to do, and I need your assistance with helping me do that. Right? You don't have to be mean or nasty. You just simply have to state whatever it is. Put the boundaries in, and then state whatever it is that you need. That's it. Sometimes can be a difficult lesson. It took me a long time to learn how to do that. Okay. Now, last question. Oh, the romance angels card flew out. It's called Make the Effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. But I'm going to put that back in there. And if it comes out again, we know we're meant to have it. Okay. Because I would think that dating, particularly if we're single, in COVID times, is quite stressful. You know? And risky. Sort of like back in the 80s when people had AIDS and some people didn't know it, you know. And so it was risky. So this card flew out, and my guides say this is the card. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay? That's a good card. I can't spell. EFGH. Heart-to-heart conversations. Your love life needs a healthy infusion of honest communication, according to the romance angels. You've been harboring emotions that are masking your feelings of love, and there is still time to heal the situation. However, it will require effort on your part. You may need to initiate an uncomfortable discussion and risk upsetting your partner. In the end, though, this is a necessary move to ensure the health of your relationship. If necessary, schedule an appointment with a counselor to facilitate the discussion, as this professional can steer the conversation away from blame and toward resolution. You can also gain support from free groups such as Emotions Anonymous, which I have never heard of, Codependence Anonymous, or Al-Anon. Meetings are held internationally and online, and you can find them through your internet search engine. Now, whether you communicate with your partner alone or through a neutral third party, your heart-to-heart discussions will result in personal growth. Remember that you cannot control another's reactions. You can only be honest about how you feel and know what you will and won't accept in a relationship. And by sharing your feelings, you stand a much better chance of teaching your partner about your needs instead of suffering silently. As I always tell you guys, you have to teach people how to treat you. Otherwise, they'll treat you any old kind of way. You know what I mean? And this can happen in established relationships. Maybe there's something that your partner does to you or says or behaves in a certain way that you know, upsets you or makes you feel a particular way, but you never said anything about it. Why? Because you don't want to risk upsetting the balance. Always remember that in a relationship, no matter what relationship that you are in, you are always the most important person in the relationship. Okay? And it's not selfish to look out for your own interest. It is not selfish to voice how you feel about things or what you think about things. I always tell you guys often, and so I'm going to repeat this again, maybe for some new people who haven't been here. But typically in a relationship, when difficulty happens, that person or situation is showing you something about yourself. It's never about the other person. It's never about your partner or the spouse or whatever the case may be. It's about you. That's why you are the most important person in the relationship. And so the question becomes, and it can be very, very difficult, what is it about this person or this situation that's making me feel the way that I feel? What's lacking or what's missing or what is misconstrued? What is going on with me? And so that can be a difficult thing to do, but I promise you that if you put in the work to look at that, you'll arrive at your answer. And that will empower you, okay, to say, hey, you know what? You can't treat me like that, or you can't do that to me, or you shouldn't say that to me, you know, and without blame. And I think it's difficult to have conversations like that with your spouse or partner without saying, you know, you make me feel, or this, that, and the other. And that's kind of placing blame. So the better word is, you know, when you do that, I feel this way, because that person's really not responsible for your feelings. Only you are responsible for your feelings. Okay? And when you say to that person, you make me feel, then you're placing blame, and it can make it a difficult conversation, or it just breaks down altogether. But if you say, you know, when you do that, I feel this way, then you're taking responsibility for your own feelings, okay? But you're also letting the person know, you know, that's bunk, whatever it is you're doing, or it's disrespectful, you know, and I don't like it. And so it's really about self-analyzing, you know, doing some self-analysis. And that can be difficult, it can be time-consuming, and it can be painful. But again, as I say, I promise you, if you put in the work, you'll see the result. What do I always tell you guys? I've been telling you for years, you are responsible for doing your own work. Okay? Everybody is. And so that's what I have for you for the Ask the Cards. I hope this helped some of you. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Probably doing an open reading real soon, like within the next few days. Let me get through the weekend and this crazy weather we got going on. And I'll talk to you soon. Be well. Stay safe. Namaste.